Maya, okay, you have to stop what you're doing because I just found the ultimate truth is stranger than fiction story. Picture this. It's 1992. A massive storm in the middle of the North Pacific. A container ship is getting tossed around like a toy in a bathtub, and suddenly, bam, 12 massive shipping containers go overboard.
Oh no. I feel like I know where this is going. Was it something embarrassing? Like thousands of disco balls or something?
Close? Well, not really. One of those containers held 28,800 plastic bath toys. We're talking the friendly floaties, yellow ducks, red beavers, blue turtles, and green frogs, just unleashed into the wild.
Wait, 28,000? That's a lot of bath time.
It's a literal armada. And here's the thing. Usually when stuff falls off a ship, it sinks or just becomes, trash. But these specific toys, they had no holes in them. They were airtight. So instead of sinking, they started a global tour.
A global tour? Leo, they're plastic ducks. Where could they possibly go?
Maya, they went everywhere. This is the mind-blowing part. They basically became the world's most adorable scientific instruments. There were these two oceanographers in Seattle, Curtis Ebbesmeyer and James Ingraham. They were already tracking ocean currents, but usually they'd release like 500 drift bottles and hope for the best.
Right, the classic message-in-a-bottle approach.
Exactly. But suddenly they have nearly 30,000 trackers hitting the water all at once. It was like going from a dial-up connection to fiber optic for oceanography. They started tracking where these little guys washed up. 10 months later, the first ones hit Sitka, Alaska. Then some popped up in Hawaii.
Wait, really? From the middle of the Pacific to Hawaii and Alaska? That's a huge distance.
It gets crazier. Ebbesmeyer predicted that some of them would get sucked into the Arctic pack ice, and he was right. They got frozen in the ice, drifted slowly across the North Pole for years, and then when the ice melted years later, they popped out in the North Atlantic.
No way. You're telling me a plastic beaver survived the North Pole?
Yes, it's like a tiny plastic version of an adventure movie. They actually traveled over 17,000 miles. Some of them even floated right over the spot where the Titanic sank. By the time they started reaching the east coast of the U.S. and even shores in Britain and Ireland, it was 2007. They had been at sea for 15 years.
15 years. Wow. I'm just imagining a very confused beachcomber in Scotland finding a sun-bleached plastic frog and wondering where on earth it came from.
Oh, and the sun bleaching is a real thing. The ducks and beavers turned white, but apparently the turtles and frogs kept their color.
That is actually so fascinating. It's like the ocean has its own conveyor belt system that we don't think about. It makes the world feel a lot smaller, doesn't it?
It really does. It's this giant interconnected web. And it's actually a great reminder of how we're all connected by these waters. Hey, before I tell you what these things are worth now, because that's a whole other story, maybe we should tell everyone how to stay in the loop with us.
That's a great idea. If you're enjoying these deep dives into the weird and wonderful corners of the world, we'd love to have you back. Join the loop and get your daily curiosity fix with us. We're here every day.
Totally. Come back tomorrow because I have a list of weird things found at sea that will melt your brain. But anyway, back to the ducks. Maya, people actually collect these now.
Collect them? Like the ones that have been in the ocean for a decade?
Yes, because they're the friendly floaties. Some of them have sold for $1,000.
$1,000 for a faded plastic duck? Okay, I take back what I said about it being a sanctuary. That's just wild.
I know, right? But think about the history. That duck has seen the Arctic. It's seen the mid-Atlantic. It's probably met a few whales. It's like a little piece of accidental history. It even inspired children's books. Eric Carle wrote one called 10 Little Rubber Ducks.
Oh, I think I've seen that one. I had no idea it was based on a real event. It's lovely how something that started as a shipping accident turned into this wealth of scientific data and even art.
Exactly. It's that silver lining. A literal mess became a map of the world's heartbeat. It taught us more about ocean currents than almost any intentional experiment at the time.
Well, I will never look at a rubber duck the same way again. They're basically little explorers.
Tiny yellow Vikings, Maya. Tiny Vikings.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to head out. Thanks for the story, Leo.
Anytime. See you again soon, everyone.
Stay curious.